be intentional about your self-care, or you're looking for a community that is already intentional about their self-care, you have found the right place. Today, we are talking to a wife, a mom, and a blogger about her self-care journey and awareness and how she works on herself. So if you can relate, stay tuned. How are you guys today? I am so excited to have Dominique Morgan here with us today to talk about her own self-care journey. So please welcome her wherever you are. Dominique, thank you so much for being here today.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm
Well,
so excited.
yes, absolutely. I want to tell you guys a little bit about Dominique. If you do not know her, she describes herself as a normal, everyday Black woman from Tyler, Texas, who's always had concerns about social awkwardness and anxiety and decided to work on herself, to get to know herself. And her biggest goal is to make sure that she is transparent with everyone around her, because it's important that everybody knows that they are dealing with the same struggles. And she just wants to share her struggles with the world and encourage women around her. One more thing I need you to know, well, actually, a couple more things I need you to know about Dominique. She is a wife. She is a mother of four. She is a sister. She is a friend. She also works a 9-to-5 job. Can you believe all of that? And she's a blogger. So check her out on Instagram at Simone with an I, underscore story underscore. Also check out her blog online at simonestory.com. That is SIMONE story.com. All right, Dominique, let's get into it.
All right.
So tell us, as a wife and a mom, why is self-care so important to you?
It's important to me because it's easy to get lost in the sauce. Just of everyday life with the kids and the husband and working and all of that. It's important to take care of yourself because you will just find yourself lost.
Hmm. Wow. Can you tell me a little bit more about why you say lost? Tell me what that means to you.
Uh, I say lost because I got so caught up in taking care of everybody else. So I would do everything for everybody else, my kids, I'm trying to be like this perfect mom and trying to be a good wife. And I felt like I felt lost. Like I didn't know who I was anymore because I was so much of a mother. I was so much of a wife, and I'm a sister and a daughter, and I feel like sometimes I try to be that for everybody else, but then I wasn't taking care of myself. So it's easy to find yourself being something for everybody else, but nothing for yourself. So it's lost. It's easy to get lost there.
Wow. Wow. So tell me, how has your life changed since you've been intentional about your self-care?
My life has changed. I'm actually nicer. I'm easier to get along with. I think of things from a different perspective now because I can see clearer because I'm more relaxed. I'm easier to be around because I've taken that time out for myself. It's as the saying, it's hard to pour from an empty cup. So now that my cup is full, I'm a lot happier, like a full belly almost.
I like that. You're a lot happier, easier to be around. That, you know what? If there's nothing else we learn, that is what we need to all do to make sure
Yeah.
we're all easier to be around for our whole entire family. So have you always been intentional about your self-care?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I actually I had three babies, and then on the third one, I was like, yeah, this is postpartum. It has to be. Like I felt myself miserable, and and somebody asked me at church one day, well, what are you doing for you? What do you mean? And I really took that home and I really thought about it, like, what am I doing for myself? And so because of that, I started this journey of, okay, well, let me do just one thing. Cause the lady gave me a lecture and was like, hey, you really need to do something for yourself. It's really important. And I was like, let me take her up on that offer. Let me see what I can do for me. And I started really, really small. And then tried to work my way up to better things for myself. But that's how I got started. I just found myself realizing that I didn't do anything for myself off of one question that a lady at church had asked me.
You said you started off really small. Do you mind sharing the small thing you started with?
Yes, I started with 30 minutes with a hot bath with Epsom salt. And by myself
Oh,
in the bathroom for 30 minutes with a hot bath and some candles and some music.
ah, and some music. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Any specific type of music you like listening to when you have a bath?
Uh, no, I am actually very versatile. I just really love music. So whatever the mood put me in that day, that's what I was listening to.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, okay. So you said you had three babies. On the third babies, when someone at church asked you that question and you started. So how did you manage? You talked about postpartum, so I'm assuming your child was still small.
Yes.
How did you manage to get that 30 minutes by yourself?
I had to ask for help. I had to ask for help from my husband. That's something that I actually don't mind asking for help, but to ask for help for myself is harder for me. So I said, hey, like I need this 30 minutes. I really, really need, and I would do things like, okay, if I got to put the kids to bed earlier, because sometimes he wasn't always here in the evenings. So if I had to put the kids to bed early and kind of get them settled in and then have their 30 minutes, or I'd have to give up watching TV, or had to say, hey, Mayan, can you help me with I really need this 30 minutes. I need a break. And he would be like, okay, sure. So it was different things. It wasn't one particular thing that I did because every day looks different. So whatever I could do in that time is what I did. Like I said, I would not watch my favorite TV show. I would have to put it off for another day or another time. So I just found little small increments of things that I was actually, or stop scrolling Facebook or Instagram or whatever I was doing. That 30 minutes you spend scrolling, you could be giving yourself a facial or a bath or anything, of that nature.
Okay, okay. So, what are three things you do now to help
I
you?
still take my bath.
Okay.
I still take my bath. I work out for an hour, a couple of days a week, probably about 4 or 5 days a week. I take an hour for myself, and these are my dedicated workout times. And for me, that's awesome self-care. And the last thing I do, it's always something random. Like if I need to go get my eyebrows threaded, or I just want to go hang out at the mall. Sometimes I go to Sonic and get a sundae and eat it in the car by myself. It just that third thing is always something random. But those first two are definitely something I do on a regular.
So you do your bath and
Hmm.
that's interesting that you started with the bath and you're still doing that. You do your
Yes,
exercise and then you make it something random that you will enjoy. And it's always something specifically for you, I assume. You got your
yes,
Sunday and you're eating it in the car
yes.
by yourself. So, what advice do you have for wives and moms? Let's say they're just starting out, they're trying to figure out what they should add to start their self-care. Let's say that. What advice do you have?
Um, Find time. We always say, man, we don't have time. Man, I don't have time. You actually have plenty of time. It's just you have to figure out what you need to give up to make the time. You
Mm.
always have time.
And what about someone who, let's say, they're maybe a year into their self-care and maybe they started with a bath like you, and so they're looking to add something else. What suggestions do you have for them?
I would say push yourself, go outside of your comfort zone, do something different. and keep going is the most important thing, because it's easy to say, oh well, I'll do it the next day, or oh, I'll do it the next week. No, make yourself do it and schedule it in your calendar if you have to. Keep going, and push yourself outside of something that you're actually uncomfortable with, because you might end up liking it.
Oh, okay. Find the time because we always have time, right? We're
Yeah.
scrolling through. Listen, I'm a scroller and it's amazing sometimes how I scroll. Sometimes I scroll at night and I know that's not the best thing. And I scroll and I think, oh, it's only 9:30. And then I look up and it's like 10:20. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, what have I been doing? So we always have the time. Push ourselves outside of our comfort zone and keep going because you just might find something that you really like. I think that is great advice. So,
Yes.
what are you going to add to your self care this year?
Honestly, I don't know yet. I think I am going to probably go back to something I was doing and I stopped. I'm gonna go back to my massages. So once a month I would go get a massage, and hour was golden. I kind of stopped because of COVID. So I think I'm gonna go back to something that I know that I really, really like. So I'm gonna add that back.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, massages are. Oh, they are amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for all of the advice and the suggestions and sharing yourself with us. I have a few questions that I want you to answer now, just
Okay.
off the top of your head. They're real simple. All
Okay.
righty, here we go. What is your favorite color?
Green.
Has it always been your favorite color, or did you have a different favorite color when you were a kid?
As long as I can remember, it's been green.
Ah, all right. Favorite place that you have vacationed and you want to go back?
Ooh, it actually has to be Las Vegas. We just went there
Mhm.
recently. I really liked it.
Okay, okay. What is your favorite comfort meal that's not healthy?
Lasagna,
Hmm, that was quick. What is your favorite comfort meal or favorite meal, but it is healthy?
salmon, and Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, what kind of Brussels sprouts? Like roasted or
Roasted.
roasted? I love roasted Brussels sprouts.
Me too.
All righty. So at the end of a stressful day, what body care item or what skincare item do you really like to use?
Dr. Bronner's, the pink one, the one in the big pink bottle. I love that. I forget what it smells like. It smells like peppermint. That's
Okay.
my favorite.
Okay. Okay. And after a stressful day, what do you do? What do you go to a lot? What do you decide? Hey, I've had a really long day. I just want to relax. This is what I'm going to do.
I am going to take my bath.
Your bath with your candles and your music.
Yes, yes. On a regular day, I'm going to take a shower, but if it's been a long, hard day, I'm going to take a nice, relaxing hot bath with some candles and some music.
So the last bath you took, what type of music were you listening to?
Indie music.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right. Well, it has been a pleasure, Dominique, speaking with you. And I know all of you out there have enjoyed listening to her. So remember to follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram is Simone with an I underscore story underscore, and check out her blog at simonestory.com. That's SIMONE story.com. Thank you so much for your time today, Dominique. And I hope that you don't have to take a bath anytime soon because you're having relaxing days. But just in case, we're so glad that you have a wonderful way of de stressing at the end of a long day.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Have a great one. We see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.